Well, you've made it, East Alabama and West Georgia. It is Friday, August 27, 2021. Time now for your prime time forecast from the Shepherd's Weather Center on Dr. Don's weather page. Don't forget to head over to the Dr. Don Weather Store and get your baseball caps. Make sure you pick up one of those coffee cups so you can enjoy your morning Joe. Also, get those T-shirts. We have several different styles for you. The COVID mask, your Dr. Don bumper stickers, and those pocket tees. How do you go about doing it? Well, at the top of all of our videos, you'll see 3 links. The very first one carries you to Dr. Don's Weather Store. And by the way, when you purchase those items, you are supporting Dr. Don's Weather. So we hope that you'll make your plans to do that this morning. Also, you can go to that second link. That'll carry you over to our donation page where you can support us. And the third link carries you to drdonwx.com, which is our home on the World Wide Web. We invite you to come on in. You don't even have to knock. Just open the door, come on in, sit down, take a load off, and enjoy all that great stuff over there at drdonwx.com. Let's talk about some weather. Storm Prediction Center convective outlook for your Friday. About a 50 to 60% chance of scattered afternoon thunderstorms across East Alabama and West Georgia this afternoon. If you're going to high school football, and I hope that you are, carry your rain gear with you. You might need it. I don't think it's going to rain at all venues this afternoon, but there is certainly a chance that we could have some lingering showers and thunderstorms by the time we kick off high school football this evening across East Alabama and West Georgia. Then on Saturday, pretty much the same, but I think the rain chances will decrease a bit on Saturday. And then as we head toward the first part of next week, well, all bets are off because we got a mess out there. Let's talk about 1 and 2, and then we're going to spend some time on Ida. All right, that first disturbance up there, the orange one, I've got it marked number 1 there on the screen. That is disturbance number 1. There's a 60% chance that it will form over the next 5 days. But that's going to the north-northeast, so that's going away from the United States. No concerns there. The red area, or disturbance number 2, has an 80% chance of formation over the next 5 days. But that one's going to be moving north, and eventually it'll turn back to the northeast as well. So no concerns from 1 or 2 at all as far as the United States is concerned. Now, what is of concern is Ida. As of 5 a.m. this morning, maximum sustained winds at 45 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure is 1,001 millibars. It's located 20.0 north, 81.4 west. Movement is northwest at around 15 miles per hour. So what is Ida going to do to us? Well, here's the latest cone from the National Hurricane Center. And as of 5 a.m. this morning, they are now predicting a major hurricane at landfall along the central Louisiana coast, probably somewhere southwest of New Orleans, in a very general area of where Katrina made landfall. We all remember Katrina. Are we looking at a storm as strong as Katrina? Probably not, but that cannot be completely ruled out. I'll show you the intensity guidance in just a few moments. Of course, as all landfalling hurricanes do, Ida should start to fall apart after landfall, but should still be a hurricane there in just west of New Orleans. And then by the time it gets up into western Mississippi, will be at storm status. That's by about 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. And then somewhere over Memphis, Tennessee, around 2 a.m. Wednesday morning. But you'll notice, and I'm of course, the folks down there in Louisiana and Mississippi, and even over to the Alabama Gulf Coast, need to pay very, very close attention to the latest forecast here, because we're still a couple of days away. So there's time for this thing to continue to shift to the east. That has been the trend since all this started about 48 hours ago. So we have hurricane warnings now up for the Louisiana coast over to the Alabama-Mississippi state line. And then we have a tropical storm watch in effect from the Alabama-Mississippi state line to the Alabama-Florida state line. But notice, as the storm comes in, and starts that turn to the north, and then Ida is expected to make a hard turn back to the right because it's going to get picked up by an incoming cold front. So this keeps East Alabama and West Georgia on the dirty side of the storm the entire time, which is the side of the storm you don't necessarily want to be on. That's where the feeder bands will be spiraling back around the center of circulation. We could have heavy tropical downpours from time to time. We could have a threat of severe weather across East Alabama and West Georgia to include all modes. Quick spin-up tornadoes will certainly be a possibility. And it's going to be hanging around for a minute because of the track that it's going to take. So we could potentially be looking at severe weather from early Monday morning, maybe even as early as late Sunday night, but certainly by early Monday morning, all the way through at least early Wednesday, if not even into early Thursday, across East Alabama and West Georgia. So we're talking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and potentially lasting even into Thursday of next week. We could be looking at 4 days of tropical downpours from time to time and the threat of severe weather. Ida is expected to be a rather large storm, and we tell you this every time we see a landfalling hurricane. Don't pay a lot of attention to the exact track of the storm, because the effects of the storm will be far-reaching, especially to the right of the storm. It puts all of Alabama and Georgia on the right side of the storm. So just understand that as we move forward. A lot of folks misunderstand what this graphic means. They think that if they're not inside that white hatched area, they don't have anything to worry about, and that couldn't be further from the truth. All this is showing you is the area that the National Hurricane Center thinks the storm is going to track, and so that hatched area is the area of uncertainty. In other words, that's the margin of error. The center of the storm could track anywhere within that solid white or hatched area. Doesn't mean those are only the areas that are going to receive effects from the storm. That'll be far-reaching. The entire southeastern United States is going to feel Ida as we get a little bit closer to this event. So let's look at a couple of other products. Here's the latest spaghetti models from the Tropical Tidbits. These are just a number of different models. They're all kind of put together, and you'll notice how tightly grouped all these models are. That means there's good confidence that this is the track that the storm is going to take. This one's kind of easy to forecast because we have a couple of strong features out there that's really going to dictate exactly where Ida goes. One of those features is a strong high-pressure system setting off the Georgia coast, and so we know that Ida can't go to the north. It's got to go around the outer edges of that high-pressure system. So you'll see with the tight grouping here, we're pretty confident that this is what we're looking at. The only thing that could change this is if that high pressure, if it weakens or starts to shift off to the east a little bit. But actually, we think that high pressure is going to stay strong and maybe shift back to the west a little bit. So pretty confident on this track. And the National Hurricane Center is abnormally confident in this track. And that's a term that you don't see very often. Normally, we're kind of up in the air on the track, no pun intended, but this one looks strong. So I think that's what we're looking at. The storm really will go up across western Mississippi, then across northern Mississippi, maybe up around Memphis, could get into northwest Alabama, southern Tennessee. There is a potential that it could run right along the Tennessee-Alabama state line and then the Georgia-Tennessee state line before ending up back out there off the Atlantic coast, maybe by Thursday or Friday. And there's some really voodoo land stuff that says that it will make it back out into the Atlantic and form again. But we hope that it continues going east if indeed that does happen. So here is the Tropical Storm Ida model intensity guidance. And again, confidence is pretty high right here. We're showing at least a Category 2, potentially a Category 3, and a Category 4 is not completely out of the question. You'll notice that there's a handful of models that take it to a high-end Category 3, and we're talking at landfall. So anywhere from Category 2 to Category 4 is a possibility. We're going to shoot that or throw that dart right in the middle of the bullseye and put it somewhere around a strong 2 or a weak 3 is what the forecast is right now. Nonetheless, this is going to be a life-threatening situation, especially for the Louisiana coast there along the northern Gulf Coast. And then the tornadoes and heavy rain and gusty winds that come from this will be a threat across the entire southeastern United States as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. So pay attention to what's going on with Tropical Storm Ida. I'm going to be watching the data throughout the day today. And so what I plan on doing is a special live report this afternoon. I'm going to do it before high school football gets underway because I don't want to mess with any of that. So probably sometime this afternoon around 5 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central, somewhere around 5 o'clock Central, you can be looking and watching your Facebook and YouTube feeds. I'm planning on going live and giving the latest data information at that time. All right, so let's move on, and we'll take a look at your expected afternoon highs today and our weather conditions for your Friday. 89 in Roanoke, 88 in Wedowee. We'll go to 87 in Lineville, 89 over there in Ashland. Alexander City will hit 86. Rockford will be kind of warm this afternoon at 91. And Valley will top out at 90 this afternoon. Yeah, we'll start the day sunny. Clouds will be on the increase this afternoon, and there'll be about a 50 to 60% chance of seeing a scattered shower or maybe even a thunderstorm or two this afternoon. So if you're going to a high school football game, be sure and carry your rain gear with you. Yeah, there is a chance we may have to deal with that at some of our high school venues this afternoon across the area. Here's your 6-day forecast from the Shepherd's Weather Center on Dr. Don's weather page for your Friday. A 60% chance of afternoon thunderstorms. About 88 degrees will be your afternoon high, 73 your overnight low, with a 30% chance of rain early. Then on Saturday and Sunday, a 30% chance of rain both days, scattered afternoon thunderstorms, 87 on Saturday, 89 on Sunday. And then beyond Sunday, really, I should have just put big question marks up there because this is the forecast right now, but I can almost guarantee you this forecast is going to change drastically. I think we're probably looking at a 70 to 80% chance of rain on Monday, Tuesday, and maybe even into Wednesday. And the threat of severe weather will certainly be possible all 3 days. We've still got to see how this thing evolves. I mean, we're not at hurricane level just yet. Forecast is for the storm to make it there because Ida is about to move into an area of the Gulf of Mexico with we're talking Audubon in front of Ida. I mean, there's absolutely nothing out there to prevent Ida from growing into a major hurricane. So if indeed that does take place, then we're thinking Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is going to be awfully wet and stormy across East Alabama and West Georgia. And I think that by the time we do the forecast tomorrow morning, the 6-day forecast will reflect what I am telling you this morning. All right, so now let's see what we've got next on the forecast for you this morning. We got to go over here and grab the high school football schedule for the night across Randolph County. Ranburne will be at Wadley over on the West Bank this evening, and Randolph County is going to come a-calling on the Bobcats. Over in Woodland, again, carry your rain gear with you. It's not going to be raining at all locations this afternoon or this evening, but there is a chance we could see some scattered showers and thunderstorms at some of the ball games. The Handley Tigers will be at home tonight after their very impressive win over Gunnersville last week in the Kickoff Classic down in Montgomery. They're off this week. They'll get back underway next week. And of course, we invite you to head over to the iSchool Sports Network and listen to your favorite team. You can also watch the video, and you get my GameCast forecast over there on the iSchool Sports Network. Also, head to drdonwx.com where you can download the Mixler app and listen to God's Country 90.9 FM if you're in the area, or punch up the classics 89.7 East Alabama's classic rock giant. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I'll see you back in here tomorrow morning. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. We didn't do the radar. Here we go with your Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar this morning, showing our current temperatures across the southeastern United States. And you see we've got rain down there along the Texas coast. Also some showers and thunderstorms off the Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida coast. And then over there on the eastern side of Florida, over there around Jacksonville, some big thunderstorms rumbling around. Nothing across East Alabama or West Georgia this morning. All this is going to be changing, though, as we head toward the first part of next week. All right, now we can do this. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I'll see you back in here first thing tomorrow morning. Don't forget, I will do a special Hurricane Ida update coming up this afternoon around 5 o'clock Central. I'll post something on Facebook later this morning and let you know exactly what time. I'll be here to give you the latest information on Ida this afternoon, and then I'll have your primetime forecast for you first thing tomorrow morning on Dr. Don's Weather. Y'all have a fantastic Friday. I'll see you back in here this afternoon. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.